Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Going to be an interesting video today because kind of may talk out of both sides of my mouth because it's a conversation. It's a discussion that I'm kind of conflicted on. I'm torn on. I don't know which side of the aisle that I really stand on, but we'll start with the words Vol for Life. What does Vol for Life mean to you? The VFL program was started by Derek Dooley, and originally the idea was it was to help players in areas of character education, life skills, career development, and spiritual growth. That program kind of went away. It kind of adapted and changed. You know, at one point, our fan base kind of took it over, right? I guarantee you there's probably somebody out there listening to this video that has the term, the words, either VFL or Vol for Life probably tattooed on their body. We see Facebook groups. It's kind of a fan movement, but it also means something to the players. So when we talk about Vol for Life, how is that impacted or changed or defined when it comes to college football in 2023, when it comes to NIL, when it comes to the transfer portal? And, you know, the transfer portal is something that I've said all along. I think it has helped Josh Heupel kind of rebuild this program, but it also set us at rock bottom when you go back to the firing of Jeremy Pruitt, the mass exodus of players that were involved in the scandal. You know, you lost guys like Keyshawn Lawrence. You lost Wanya Morris. You lost Eric Gray, Henry To'oTo'o, Quavaris Crouch. When Josh Heupel took over this football team, the roster was depleted because of the negative of the transfer portal, right? We say all the time on this channel, the transfer portal giveth and it taketh away. But then you go back and you look. You see the players that Josh Heupel has been able to add in the portal, the guys that have come into this program. Going back to the beginning in 2021, Brandon Turnage. Now we're seeing him back in the portal. You also added Joe Milton, Hendon Hooker. Would you call Hendon Hooker a VFL? Kamal Haddon, DeJoun Terry, another guy that transferred in and has since already transferred back out. 2022, you added Brew McCoy. I think we would call him a Vol for Life. Andre Turrentine, Jackson Hanna, Wesley Walker, Gerald Mincy. We're adding players, contributors to this football team. You fast forward to 2023. Dante Thornton, John Campbell. I think he is a guy that he's coming back, made the epic announcement that he's going to return for one last ride in 2024. I think we would call him a VFL. McAllen Castles. The list goes on and on and on of names of players that have been added to this football team that we would call a VFL. But what happens when it doesn't go our way? What happens when a player like this, like Tyler Barron? What happens when Tyler Barron announces that he's going to enter his name into the transfer portal? He's a senior. He's a guy that's played at Tennessee for 4 years, had his best season in 2023, finished the year with 28 tackles, 6 sacks. That was second on this football team behind only James Pierce. He also had a 4-sack season back in 2021. He's a guy that's played football at the University of Tennessee for 4 years. Now he's entered the transfer portal. A lot of rumor, a lot of speculation, a lot of message board chatter that it is related to NIL. We're going to get into it. We're going to discuss it. We're going to go down that rabbit hole of message board conversation, and I'm bringing it right here to the channel because I have a question for you. Is Tyler Barron a VFL or is he not? We're going to get into it. We're going to discuss it, but as always, I need you guys to do me a favor. Smash that thumbs up just below this video. It is quick, it is free, and it is easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media here. We don't talk at you. We talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. I'll be live next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time for NCAA Night. We'll be live next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to recap the early signing day period. That is next Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so make sure you tune in to that. So, again, we're talking about the transfer portal. We're talking about the definition of a VFL. You look at the guys that are in the portal right now for Tennessee. Only a couple of those guys have their destination. They've already made their commitments. Warren Burrell off to Georgia Tech. Maurice Clipper off to Charlotte. So when you talk about those two guys, Warren Burrell, also a guy that spent a lot of time at Tennessee, redshirt senior. Would you call Warren Burrell a VFL? Mo Clipper, he was a redshirt freshman off to Charlotte. Brandon Turnage, Jack Luttrell, Addison Nichols, Danico Slaughter, Deshaun Rucker, Tamarion McDonald. A lot of guys in the portal. So why the chatter? Why the discussion about Tyler Barron today? Well, I think this is what's kind of stirred up the hornet's nest. This came out from On3. This was tweeted out yesterday. News: Texas, Georgia, Ole Miss, and Alabama have been listed as the schools to watch for Tennessee edge transfer Tyler Barron. 6'5", 250-pound pass rusher, has 102 tackles, 13.5 sacks in his 4-year college career. Now, I want to take like I said, I want to go down this rabbit hole. What's the speculation? Boogie, what led you to this video? Scrolling through VolQuest yesterday, this post comes up on the message board, says, is everyone cool with Tyler Barron transferring to Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, or Texas? The post goes on to say, I mean, he can do whatever he wants. He is not a VFL. Insert profanity after that. It says On3 is reporting these potential destinations. So how in the hell does a Knoxville area player starting for UT, a top 20 team, and not being encouraged to leave, decide to screw Tennessee and go to one of these 4 schools? And let me start by saying this about Tyler Barron. I want Tyler Barron to come back more than anybody. Somebody said the other day, I don't care that Barron's in the portal. Are you crazy? Tyler Barron was a big part of this defensive line in 2023, and this defensive line, guess what? The announcement yesterday became official that Big O is back in 2024. James Pierce is back in 2024. The rumors of speculation are that Omar Norman-Lott is back in 2024. This D-line, the offensive line, they are buying in for one last ride with Nico at the helm. I think Tennessee has the opportunity to do something special in 2024. So first and foremost, I want Tyler Barron back in Knoxville. We need Tyler Barron back in Knoxville. But again, the rumors, the speculation, I don't know what's true. This is just what I've read, what I've seen, is that he wants more NIL money than Tennessee is willing to give him. So are you a VFL? And I get it, man. These players deserve to get paid. It's a business now. But when we see these guys enter the portal, we see the tweets, we see the posts, I love my brothers, my family, the university, blah, 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 but I'm going to go get mine. I'm going to go get my bag. I love these guys, but I'm going to go get my bag. I can't wait to see your comments. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about this, because I think it's going to be all over the place. Some other responses from the message board. F him. Our coach is deemed he wasn't worthy of paying. It is what it is. Transferring to Alabama would be a tough scene. Doesn't care. He's all about the money. Play 4 years for us, and we aren't going to match his offer. He's a VFL in my book. He stands on business, $ sign emojis. This one brings up the fact that his dad got fired with the Pruitt involvement, and he's held a grudge against the school ever since then and doesn't jive with Rodney Garner. Now, one interesting comment as I scroll down through here, some of these, says, this is a good one. This is a good one. Says, I don't think it's necessary for every player who looks at the portal profanity. That sentiment comes off as childish and simplistic, and I agree with that. Every player that enters the portal, so many times when we say a guy's in the portal, we make a video, we talk about guys transferring out. Oh, well, good riddance, don't want you. And that's why this is such a two-sided conversation here, because, again, is anybody talking about Warren Burrell? Is anybody challenging that Warren Burrell is or is not a VFL? Maurice Clipper, Brandon Turnage, Jack Luttrell, all these guys that entered the portal. Look, some of these guys get asked to enter the portal. Some of these guys get passed over. The same as guys in recruiting get processed out. You see a decommitment. Well, screw that kid. He didn't want to be a Vol anyway, so we'll move on. Well, maybe that kid was told, hey, we're not taking your commitment. You need to look elsewhere. We're recruiting over you. So there's two sides to this coin. But this poster goes on to say this kid has given us 4 years of his life and has been productive for a reasonable portion of that time. This is the new world of NIL, and it's only going to get worse. So some of our fans need to loosen up their death grip on the urge to burn players down should they choose to leave. I think that's a wise way to look at this. Again, for me, I want Tyler Barron back in 2024. I think this football team could benefit from him. But to me, if you're going to say that I'm a VFL, I'm a Vol for life, I bleed orange, then you make sacrifices to come back and play at the University of Tennessee. You don't hold them hostage and say, nah, I need more money. No, the money is more important than Tennessee. And it's not like Tyler Barron wasn't going to get any NIL money. He just didn't get as much as he wanted. But if you transfer to Alabama or Georgia, are you a Vol for life? Are you a Vol for life? Would you take money to pull for Georgia or pull for Alabama in 2024, or you ride or die with the Vols? A lot of information in this one, a lot of different perspective, a lot of different points. I still don't know 100% where I stand on it. All I can tell you is as of right now, at the time of this video, I would love to have Tyler Barron back in Knoxville. But is he a VFL? Will I call him a VFL? Do I have the right as a fan to determine who is or isn't a VFL? That's part of this too. You know, some people think if you went to the University of Tennessee, you're a more important fan, or you're some type of more special as a fan. Your opinion matters more than somebody like me that didn't go to the University of Tennessee. I think that's garbage. I don't think, you know, I know people that went to the University of Tennessee couldn't tell you who the starting quarterback is. Does that mean they're more of a fan of the football team than I am? That's a different rant for a different day. What do the words Vol for life mean to you? Is Tyler Barron a Vol for life if he ends up at Alabama? I want to see what you guys have to say. As always, smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Also, if you're not a member of the channel, think about hitting that join button down below. It's $1 a month. You guys really support this channel this time of year. Once we get into the off season, you guys are what keep this thing going forward, and I'm grateful. So if you've thought about it, considered it, hit that join button down below for $1. You get custom Talkin VAWLS emojis, access to the fan call-in shows, all kinds of fun perks and benefits. You want to take it a step further, hit that thanks button down below. That's a super chat on a video. We would appreciate that support as well. If not, smash the thumbs up. That's free. Jump into the comment section. Let's have some heated debate over the terms of Vol for life. And then, as always, thank you guys for watching. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.